How long does it take for a city to die?
Soft on crime, let people do whatever. And this is what you get. You get an inhabitable city that no one wants to live in. And when you drive out your tax-paying citizens, that means you're dead. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. We're going to talk about Portland. And Portland has gone down the drain, literally. And this video is called Portland's Meltdown, a progressive experiment that has gone colossally bad. And it's so sad because we've talked about progressive policies and how they do not take into account the working people, the people that own businesses, and the taxpayers, the citizens of that city. You guys, let me know what you think in the comment section.
Good morning from the beautiful city of Portland, Oregon.
These are images and video from an army of citizen journalists in Portland who have been documenting a city in decline. Public drug abuse, addicts sprawled on the sidewalks or wandering the streets, tent encampments on many street corners, and fires seen burning along the roadways. What used to be one of America's most beautiful and livable cities is being slowly destroyed by epidemic levels of crime, drug abuse, homelessness, and mental illness. One local is called Portland an open-air insane asylum. We went to one of Portland's many tent encampments with drug and alcohol counselor Kevin Dahlgren, who's trying to help the city's addicts. Many of the tents you see here are supplied by Multnomah County. Dahlgren believes at least some officials are okay with what's happened to the city.
How could they not be okay with it for as long as this has gone on, right? Every day we walk past these camps, we see people languishing and dying on the streets. That is not okay. Every year we say this is a state of emergency, right? But who here is treating it like a true state of emergency?
Dahlgren says activists actually put up empty tents to attract more tents.
That is a common practice, to erect tents to invite homeless to be homeless, right? And that makes our job now 10 times harder. They will just erect the tents in hopes that a person will find the tent and move inside.
During our time with Dahlgren, he met one homeless man who said he was given a bus ticket to Portland by the city of Billings, Montana. Portland has become a mecca for addicts and drug dealers who have migrated here from across the country to take advantage of weak drug laws.
Weak drug laws, they erect tents and they want to attract homelessness. And also other cities know about it. Other states, like, oh yeah, go to Portland. They got weak drug laws. Oh, you don't want to get caught up here. Go to Portland. They're giving out free bus tickets. So not only the citizens there, but they have other people pushing their homelessness to Portland, Oregon, and they drug users to Portland, Oregon. And like the young activist says, the drug counselor said, every year is a state of emergency, but nothing ever happens. Nobody ever does anything because that's what they do.
It's also attracted drug cartels. There were 11 drug overdoses on March 31st alone, and one pill of fentanyl can cost as little as $1.
I feel like we've invited people to come to our city to kill themselves.
A Portland photographer who goes by the street name of Michelle Ghost has been capturing the decline of the city through her lens.
We're giving them the tools that they need to stay alive just long enough to end up dying on our streets.
After rioting over George Floyd's death resulted in the destruction of large parts of Portland in 2020, Mayor Ted Wheeler thanked the rioters before he was hit with tear gas. Things got worse for the city when Oregon voters approved Measure 110. It decriminalized possession of small amounts of drugs, making it a healthcare issue and not a crime. Police officials say it's led to a huge increase in the amount of drugs on the streets, which has led to a surge in crime. It wasn't always like this.
This is the classic statement, go woke, go broke. Tim Wheeler, the mayor, thanking the rioters. Oh, thank you for rioting. Now these good business owners that pay taxes are no longer open. You deserve it, rioters. To me, that's insane. Insane. And it's insane for you could get by a pill for $1. They giving away drugs there, basically. But that's not the end of it. This next part of the video, they're going to say how Portland was beautiful, which it was. I know growing up, hearing about Portland, everyone used to talk about, oh, you need to visit Portland. It's a very beautiful city. You need to go to Portland. It's a very beautiful city. Not anymore. You don't want to go to Portland. In spite of what these other YouTubers say, oh, the street food and all that stuff, no, they need to clean up. They need to clean up their mess. Why go to Portland and you might risk of being attacked by a drug user? What site is there to see? What sites are there to see? Unless you like going to the mountainside or something like that. But what's the point of going to Portland?
Oregon, one of the nation's most beautiful cities. The citizens of Portland attend many fine churches. It is a family town, a good place to bring up children.
In Portland today, a viral video shows a man using drugs in front of a child. Just last week, a man beat someone with a golf club in front of this Portland restaurant. The nervous owners then offered the attacker hot coffee, which he dumped on the victim. 79% of businesses surveyed in Portland have been victims of vandalism or break-ins. 19% have been vandalized at least 5 times.
Our business has been...
Can you imagine owning a business and being vandalized 5 times? That shit goes on in Detroit too. If you guys been watching me, I talked about this one business. They was vandalized literally 5 times. They had this whole revitalization project, and every time they rebuild their store or put glass back in there, they break into it. And the very last time, the lady ended up shutting down shop because they drove through the store in the back. You know how you got the security door in the back, and they had brick, you know, and I guess because they fortified the front so much, they drove their van in the back. So just imagine. And these are democratic cities or progressive cities. They want you to bring your hard-earned dollar so you could basically get vandalized and get stolen from.
Vandalized over 6 times. We've had 5 burglaries in our business. We've had over $100,000 worth of impact.
Walmart and Cracker Barrel are part of a wave of businesses that have fled the city. More than 2,600 downtown businesses have left.
I'm very frustrated with what's going on.
Tech company owner Gabe Johnson is also looking to relocate.
By us continuing to keep our business in the Multnomah County and the Portland city limits, we are giving money to the problem. And so we're going to move.
Portland's social experiment, this progressive experiment, has gone colossally bad.
Jeff and Angela are Portland business owners and community reporters with PDX Real.
I can't stress it enough. It has impacted everything from our banks are being broken into, ATMs are being stolen. We have people that are just going to work, walking in their neighborhood, being assaulted.
It's like it's in some sort of like controlled demolition, really. And when I say that, it's because a lot of this stuff comes from policy.
Lax laws against car theft have made stealing cars a growth industry in Portland. 1 out of every 2 police stops in the city involves a stolen car. We went to one of Portland's former CHOP sites with Nick Haas, the founder of Guardians Theft Recovery, a community-based group that has helped recover more than 700 stolen vehicles.
This is the site of the Midway CHOP operation. The Midway CHOP operated for about 6 to 9 months, and our crew estimates about 250 to 300 stolen vehicles were illegally processed and cut up into pieces at this site. And they knew that there was basically catch and release. If you got caught with a stolen vehicle, you're going to get booked, you're going to get held for about 48 hours, you're going to get put back out on the street.
No punishment. That's their problem. No punishment. Lax on the gun laws, lax on the theft laws. You have your mayor praising the tyranny or the people that's causing harm. That's why Portland's gone to shit. And then they wonder why. Oh, what's wrong? What's wrong with you people? You guys are not down for the cause? Hell no. People want to thrive. They want to survive. They want to have especially if you're a business owner, you want to have a healthy business. But you can't do that in Portland.
So it kind of became like a candy land for him.
Critics call Portland the poster child for what happens when progressive policy goes too far. Portland officials are now conducting tent sweeps to clean up the city, and some believe Portland may be turning the corner. But drug abuse, homelessness, and crime remain high.
Imagine, absent some of the decay we've seen, what a great place it could be to live.
MC Street Truth is the alias of a Portland businessman who co-founded the Coalition to Save Portland with Gabe Johnson.
I remember when we used to celebrate the idea that Portland's weird. This is kind of how it is. It's weird, it's quirky. It's not funny anymore. We'd like to go back to where Portland was just weird. Now it's scary.
One writer asked, how long does it take for a city to die?
I guess the city's already dead. I mean, 2,600 businesses left. They didn't put a time frame on it, but I'm assuming 2,600 business since the riots until now. The riots happened in 2020. So it took them 3 years to tear down Portland. That's when the city is dead, when you don't have any businesses there. You want to be inclusive and let people do soft on crime, let people do whatever. And this is what you get. You get an inhabitable city that no one wants to live in. And when you drive out your tax-paying citizens, that means you're dead. You let these drug users and criminals take your city over. I mean, that's literally what you get when you let progressive policies take over. Progressive experiment gone colossally wrong. So you guys put in the comment section. Let me know what you think. I am sending all my good to you. I will talk to you soon.